yourself up against him in the high MMR matches. And in addition, you're playing against Morphling, playing against AA Tiny. It's a pretty damn good game for a Tinker. And more importantly, you have a Beastmaster on your team. This is a incredible combination that we've seen abused. I mean, for some reason, what was it? The Elite Wolves back when they were still allowed to play. They're so annoying to play against. The Dendi Navi with General only off lane. This was their go-to strat, bread and butter. And it's quite nice. I think this is kind of an experiment.
Explain the strategy for, you know, like I think us old dogs, you know, we just expect people to know what these strategies are like. So what is Beastmaster Tinker?
Well, the idea is that Beastmaster is going to constantly pressure the off lane. And more importantly, you have like living, breathing wards or birds that Tinker can teleport into. So very easy, roar into laser rocket, refresh, laser rocket combinations, and it just provides you a ton of map control. But I agree with the panel. Like Secret, they could have gone Spectre, they could have gone Storm. Very standard counters. Broodmother is all about timing. You hit a point where you're just stronger, and you have an early pipe, and you take all these towers and limit Tinker's map. The way to beat Tinker historically has always been the same. Kill his towers. If you allow the Tinker's towers to stay up, that means their map control is there. It means your waves are going to be pushed constantly, and he's going to appear out of the jungle 20 minutes in with like 3 items.
Yeah, and it does take advantage of the part of the reason they were talking about Spectre, right, was the fact that, you know, you want to take advantage of the fact they've got some squishy supports that are just food for you if you get on top of them. Well, same thing applies to Broodmother, right?
And you see that stat as well. Nisha, highest win rate morph of all time. I believe it was 51 and 15. You remember when he first joined Secret and he was like 16 and 0 on the
Yeah, it was insane.
I mean, he did have a pretty damn good 2020. Esport Player of the Year.
Yeah, true, true. Spartan and Yapsor going at it back and forth here. Bramble 1 does land. Spartan positioning himself is actually going to die.
Wow.
You know, sometimes you could just feel it.
That's on brand.
You know, you can feel it in your gut.
Yeah, and we got to pause.
Just know.
He lagged, everybody. Skylark, he lagged. He would have had that kill. In fact, I believe right now there's a formal protest being filed to replay this match in 2 or 3 days.
Let me just say, 100% Spartan did not lag.
He missed an auto attack there, though, didn't he?
That is this man to a T.
Look at that running.
He had Fairy Fire. He was trying to bait out a Fairy Fire play, and he didn't get it off, and he got double nuked.
He should have, if he had gone down, I think he might have been able to get the counter kill, but oh well. Could be worse. And this is the thing, though. The new Brood. This is the thing I guess we really should explain to the new viewers. Spider's now at level 6. Until then, you're just abusing Insatiable Hunger. Used to be your ultimate, now just your Q. But check out the bonus damage and, more importantly, the lifesteal.
Yeah.
This is an insane ability. The cooldown is very long. Mana cost way too cheap. Tons of bonus damage. And effectively is your heal. The same way your ultimate worked in terms of restoring your health, now your Q does the same. So in a 1v1 scenario, well, 2v2, but I expect Puppy to play away from him when possible. You're just going to click the Beastmaster and heal yourself. Like to full.
Yes. No, it absolutely is. The low mana cost added on top of the fact that you don't use mana for anything.
Yeah.
Right? Because you build Soul Ring, but it's only for you when you get your level 6. Puppy caught out in an awkward position here, and it's going to make a short TP away just to save himself a bit of grief.
Here it is.
It also helps you secure last hits with, it means Broodmother does not scale very well anymore because the damage is not very good on your Q because it's not an ultimate ability, but it is excellent at being able to secure creeps in lane.
Yeah, it's so easy to sustain, especially when you can just click the enemy offlaner in the face.
And you already have natural sustain thanks to the webs as well. So it's like you've got 2 options to be able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that is a bit of a problem because one of the best ways to beat Broodmother is to make her feel uncomfortable before she gets it.
If we just click over to Zai real quick, check out his items, Cap. You betcha he's buying a Soul Ring.
Is he gonna do it, Kyle?
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna max out his W.
Look at the early point. For the attack speed and the heal.
Okay.
Soul Ring sustain.
I feel like they're going in on Spartan this time. This time around, the Fairy Fire goes off. This time around, Spartan's aggression is warranted.
That's well done. Yeah, that's what the first death was for. It's actually setting up the over-aggression in the Absor.
True, true. Now he just needs to make that happen another time because he did give away first blood gold. So he kind of needs to make a 2-for-1 exchange, but...
Gives the XP advantage, so you get more experience on the kill back. Can't buy that in the shop. Speaking of the shop, Wish, off to a really nice start in mid lane. He's going for the QW build, which is really annoying for Morphling to deal with because you're trying to play low HP at all times, but the burst from Tinker is pretty insane.
Early level, the slowdown. This is really
God,
nice.
that killed him.
Yeah.
He just got clicked.
Yep. Gave him the Silken Bola, which slows him down even more. And then you add on top of that the Ice Vortex, and he's just slowed down to a crawl thanks to an Orb of Venom on top of everything else. And so you just get free, constant hits in.
You can see why they picked it up, right? Against Beastmaster. I don't think Skylark expected that much threat. You know, just both AA and Brood, two of the rare heroes that I think do want to skill 1-1-1 almost every game.
Yep.
And they use all spells to land a kill.
Early Bracer pickup, Kyle. No Soul Ring. He's low on mana. For shame.
It'd be all right. I'd love to see him pick up a stick on Zaya. It's one of the more...
Oh, no. The courier's coming in with more items, and none of those are Soul Ring, Kyle.
It's okay. It's all right. It's a different strategy. I trust Zaya.
No situation.
We'll see. If he puts an extra point in Q, though, then I'm done.
It's funny how Bracer was like a forgotten item at the start of this patch, and then it got was it like a 0.1 regen buff or something like that?
0.25.
0.25. 0.25 regen buff, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, no, it's good again.
I think it's partially, actually. Maybe the Falcon Blade, slight nerf, and the Orb of Corruption, slight nerf, means that you really don't want those items unless it's specific for your lane matchup, and whereas Bracers I think are just always valued. We see a lot of offlaners just starting with Bracer. They bring the Quelling Blade and some extra regen immediately after.
What's funny about this matchup, he needs maxed out Boar and Aura to win the lane.
Yeah.
But the moment he gets level 6, he's going to be like, damn it, why don't I have axes? And he may not even be getting to 6 anytime soon. His Matumbaman is aided yet again by his supports for another kill on the Skylark. Yeah. Meanwhile, mid lane, they try and put pressure on a Morphling, but it's a Morphling.
Yeah. This is also, the safe lane Brood is something that we've seen really just Secret use historically in the past. Like, they used to do this back when it was like the Zai and Arteezy show, and they would put Zaya times in the safe lane. They play around it with, like, you know, heroes like this, CM Tiny. They get a bunch of kills and then leave the Brood.
Oh, the magic damage is immense when you throw down an Ice Vortex. Yabsor almost single-handedly 100-0 Stominate.
I think we played against Puppy CM and Zai Brood like 4 or 5 times back when Complexity. We lost every single game. Like, it's so tough to deal with because you get the Brood ahead, then there's a Spider Army, and eventually they'll just leave and go elsewhere, and Brood will be able to dominate by himself as Puppy kills off the boar.
Did you win any games against Secret? Genuine question. I don't know.
Yes, we won 1 scrim. We crushed their Drow lineup.
Nice.
Very proud of that. They GG'd out in like 22 minutes.
Oh, no, Wish! Getting caught out, Yapsor, he's gonna stay in front of him. Oh, he doesn't have mana, that's why. I thought maybe he was delaying the toss for just an added bit of time, but no. He just straight up did not have the mana to get the kill.
Just to go back to that scrim we won against Secret, Spirit Breaker Clinks. We're just charging Arteezy. He died 7 times, and then they GG'd out. We hadn't even taken a tier 2. I think they were just done with that game. But
these clowns and Spirit Breakered us. They're probably like, this practice isn't worth anything.
No. Moon Meander kept making cow noises, too.
It does sound like a Moon Meander thing to do.
Yeah. Spirit Breaker is a very North American hero.
Oh, yeah,
you know, it's
absolutely.
like it's just built for us.
Yeah.
Just hit Q, relax, grab a quick drink. All right, come back, land the bash. Matu now level 6. The Spider Army commences. And poor Skylark, he's going for the HOD rush, but he had to buy boots, he had to buy wand just for the survival. And now he's so far away from that item that really is needed for his hero to become activated. Also, just as later on, a teleport tool for his Tinker mid, who is off to a nice start. Only 1,000 gold bots, so doing all right on Wish, but I am surprised he's not actually beating Nisha in this lane.
Yeah, it seems he's having a bit of a rough go around here. Hope leftover Techie's mine there. 4-1 Secret. Small advantage right now, but you could feel it mostly in this off lane where Skylark is having a rough time.
Yeah.
Worst time of any of the cores so far. So much so that he's having a jungle now.
To be fair, Focus is off to a great start. The trouble is it's a Bloodseeker. So you can't really take over a game like yourself. It's not like a TA where suddenly you're going to go farm tons of ancient stacks and straight up win by yourself. I'd love to see him try to get active, but his rupture targets aren't great. He kind of wants to find the Brood, but he'd need 2 or 3 heroes total to be able to take him down. Nice rune
Forcing
steal.
the regen to be picked up instead of going over to Wish, but YapzOr is going to pay the ultimate price for it. He says, hey, at least Tinker doesn't have a regen in his bottle.
Yeah.
It just, you could see these two supports, they're playing around mid because they, you know, yeah. He does have it.
He has?
You know who doesn't have it?
Who?
Matumbaman. Very weirded out with this one.
He is not able to spam as hard.
Okay,
Oh, he's rushing
going
Orchid.
straight to Orchid. That does make sense.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the life of support with no mobility against Broodmother.
Skywrath is like just the worst hero to play against Brood. This is gonna be a real rough match for Stomaneth.
All right, see if they could do something about Zai here. Zai turning around and fighting. Did max out his Q.
Spartan,
so that's not going to heal him as much.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I thought Spartan was gonna walk into melee range and get dueled.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, it's actually Focus is going to be napped up here. YapzOr gets the combo off to get Zai an early bit of duel damage.
That's a sick play. I did not expect that. That's the key kill. That's the one hero that was off to a great lead. And Matu roaming through the jungle. Actually pretty interesting now with the shift on the camps. Because now that there's only the one ancient, Broodmother safe lane gets a really ideal position.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't have to waste too many extra webs to then control his own hard camp, enemy hard camp, and an ancient, plus the bottom wave. So this might actually be the most efficient triple camp plus lane setup for the Brood.
Yeah.
Because if he's in enemy off lane, like, this is impossible. He's just gonna farm his own ancients.
Yeah, you watch Chinese Broods like XXS, and what they eventually do is they take over mid lane after they've taken the tier 1 tower, maybe the tier 2, and they start moving mid. You're right.
Combo.
Skylark, he's going to be okay. Combo from Nisha not doing very much. Brain are able to secure the kill here. Tinker needing to come online to deal with this Broodmother push as the tier 1 tower is already gone.
Yep. It's going to get very scary for him. I think that's why you see Matu going for that Orchid. He wants to be able to take down the Tinker. And the one danger is with the Secret lineup, they don't necessarily like win the late game easily. It's not as simple as the previous match. They're going to need to eat at these towers. You can even see Matu starting to slowly move his web line towards the mid lane. That's the key tower for them to take down. And later on, Beastmaster Tinker is not a combination to mess with. It's so annoying. You're almost always, it feels, playing at a vision disadvantage.
Oh, he's going to toss him in for the duel, but he gets silenced first. He does manage to get a really nice avalanche, and they're still going to target Zai here. They start backing away. The Tinker has arrived. They're going to start throwing some damage out on Zai, who can't really move. It does just enough to be able to dodge some of the Skywrath mage damage, but they will poke at him from a distance, eventually bring him down.
I can hear YapzOr's chuckle from here. That was, I think they saw maybe the one hero, and then like, oh, whoa, there's 3. Oh, it's Tinker TP. This is not going to be, oh my god, the tier 2 pressure. Just the spiders in this catapult.
Okay, so small note, but Wish needs to turn the opposite direction with the marching machines, right? So the march spawns behind the spiders, so you're a better chance of being able to catch a couple spider kills there.
Oh no,
Dire's courier has been killed.
No.
This is one of the biggest dangerous things. They are dealing with the Broodmother, and they don't have any way to clear the spiders.
No.
It's been one of my biggest complaints is I feel like this hero, you 1-2 it, it's so easily countered.
Yep.
But here, this lineup, they've got axes and march. That's it.
The Skywrath W is actually probably the best. But unfortunately, if there's a hero in range, it's going to target that instead. So if you had more control over it, maybe it'd be easier, because then you could time with the axes. Oh, the Orchid's out.
They're going to catch him with the Rupture. Now, Matumbaman heads down river and goes for the TP out. The damage is coming, but it's not enough.
That was sick. He moved the spiders on top of his body so that one of them would tank the Bramble. Does not prioritize heroes. and TP's out to safety.
Very nicely done. Moves the spiders over for
Radiant's top
protection.
tower is under attack.
And the bramble soaked up by the little guys. 7-6, and hey, look at that. It's a
Radiant's
little bit of
bottom
deja
tower
vu. It's
is under
Nisha,
attack.
just AFK farming the triangle, while the rest of Secret deals with Braim's aggression.
Yep. And this is the attrition game, right? Because up top, you're going to apply pressure, whereas if the response is forced, well, you have your more farming your own triple or pressuring mid. Brood is farming bottom, taking enemy triple, and then also threatening mid as well. So Secret should be eking out an advantage, even against a Tinker who's eating as many creeps as possible with the global teleport spam. But this is the man to watch. Matumbaman, he really wants this mid tower. If you take mid tower, the whole map opens up for Secret, and the game gets much easier. And I believe that'll be their next play as a squad. The Orchid is online.
Dire's
And,
middle
it'll be a
tower
Solar
is
Crest
under
rush.
attack.
Interesting. Skipping the HOD. I think that's the right move from Skylark because it's really more of a damage asset here. His Bloodseeker's ahead.
Dire's
Turns
middle
around, immediately
tower
gets the
has
ultimate
been
off onto
denied.
Puppy, which is going to be cleansed out. Throws out the Ice Blast, not actually going to be able to land. Dark Willow really wants this kill on a Puppy. Healing Salve is going to put him over the edge here. He throws out the GG tree before dying to a duel. His focus is unable to really stay aggressive once again.
Dire's middle tower
As this
is under
happens, though,
attack.
guys, remember, it's 5-on-4.
Dire's
Who's missing?
structures are fortified.
It's Matumbaman, and he's doing disgusting Broodmother things.
Oh, yeah, and that's the key item upcoming, the pipe, because then all of a sudden, you talked about their lack of spider clearing. With a pipe active, I don't actually know how they kill the spiders.
Yep.
They don't have any real physical damage clear. The Maelstrom, the March, you just tank right through it. And
Dire's
this is the
bottom tower
dream
is under
location for
attack.
Brood to be playing now. Hey, Blast preemptively. Love it.
Just looking out for any heroes potentially defending. Dark Willow shows up, gets Orchided before Spartan could hit the Shadow Realm.
And this is huge because now the bottom lane, again, you're playing against a Tinker. So now with tier 2 bot down, all of a sudden you can sort of feel how much more difficult it's going to be for Braim to push these lanes. If bottom is at that location or above, he can't really teleport into the wave safely because if Brood is there with Orchid, he'll just die. You know, Blink is not online for another 1,000 gold. And this is really the storyline of this game. Can Braim find kills and recover the map? They want enemy
Radiant's
mid
top
tower, they want
tower is
enemy top
under
tower,
attack.
maybe even look to take a Roche. Before the spider pressure is enough to start just
Radiant's top
dealing with their
tower is
entire
falling.
map. Like, it's just such an annoying game to play.
Yeah.
See the circle being drawn. They want to get some wards up.
This
Yep,
is
got him.
Broodmother's a great hero to work with Morphling Legion Commander. Like, you don't have a lot of wave clear on Secret's lineup at all, right? But because Broodmother takes up so much of the map, he's basically taking over 2/3. It allows Yapzor and Zai to just be hunting for kills. Unfortunately, missed out on that one on Spartan. The Ice Blast doesn't land either. They're really thinking about going forward with a Rupture on him. Fortunately, Tinker needs to go back for some mana here, but it looks like with the Skywrath Mage, they managed to get that kill once again
Radiant's
at a
top tower
distance.
is under attack.
They're now going to try. Oh, get away! Get away! Oh no, Spartan! Let's come out. The ward gets defended by Team Secret. Even Wish being found now. Oh, dear! Oh, Nisha! That was more than he bargained for. Gets silenced as he comes down from the waveform and shot to hell.
That was... I thought there was a Dagon.
They're going to go again. Oh, this is the turnaround now for Braim as they start picking apart heroes. The Bloodseeker's going to town. Puppy turns around, does what damage he can, but all of a sudden Braim had picked up 4 kills.
No situation.
That was nuts. So the whole spider army died there, and then Nisha goes forward, but he legit got 100 to 0. Like, he died in a flash.
Yeah.
Let's see this again.
You can see the spiders. March the Machine goes through, waveforms forward. Stomanen turns around, silence, and all the damage is amplified.
I can't
think
believe he
it's
went for
Radiant's
that.
agility
top
a little
tower
bit,
is
too.
under attack.
I don't know. Yeah, if he was going strength, if he survives there, that fight goes a little differently. Orchid was going to come back off cooldown. Did he trust in the Lincolns?
Radiant's
Was that-
bottom tower
Oh,
is under
no.
attack.
That's the sort of mistake that can really set you back, especially with this kind of lineup, because once Brame actually gets some map control, the advantage Brood provides sort of flips, because then you're dealing with birds, creep waves start to push, and you're dead to a Rupture, you're dead to a Roar, you might even just be dead to a Skywrath slow if enough teammates are nearby. And it's the vision advantage Secret are relying upon to really win this game. And Brame taking back control of their own triangle, now looking to perhaps invade top. Remember, wherever you see brown on your minimap, that also represents a Tinker. And that's exactly why. TPing into the boar can also do so to the boar.
I was curious. There have been so many spell resistance changes, but for those who are wondering as well, the what is it? What's the E of Skywrath Mage? I forgot. Ancient Steel. Ancient Steel is still magic.
Yeah.
Increased magic damage, not spell damage.
Thank goodness. It would be a little busted.
So
if it
it's
was
not going to be
spell
amping up laser, but everything else. Pipe is almost done for the Broodmother, and as you said, it becomes harder and harder to deal with these spiders. It's been like a staple for the Chinese Broodmothers. They always get pipe.
Yep. I will say though, that miscue from Secret sets them back, because if they take that fight with pipe, that spider army survives.
Yeah.
Nisha likely lives. They probably get the Tinker, and they might just blow this game open, go get a couple kills, take mid, then Roche becomes an easy next objective. You're now in a position as Secret. You got to be a little cautious. You can even see how confident Brame were able to play. They killed Puppey by his tier 2 top because of the global threat.
Yeah.
So,
and Broodmother does drop off pretty heavily, leaving you with just a Morphling, and that Morphling in some ways is countered by this this Tinker, right?
I would say so. I mean, he feels pressure to get the Lincolns because of it. Ags soon as well for Tinker. That's when things get a little crazy. The laser starts to bounce. 700 range from primary. That's been tweaked here and there. But the main change is now it applies that shrink ray. So it reduces your size and current health by 15%. In addition, it now gives the bonus cast range. I don't think it did on the original Ags. It has for a little bit, but the shrink ray, I don't remember when that was added. That was like 7.17. I don't remember.
7.1? No, that was relatively recent.
What would you classify as recent?
Anywhere in the 7.2s.
Lord?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In trouble?
Catching up to him, they're going to be able to nail him with the Bedlam. Another Zai kill. Yapstor is going to be able to respond, though. Oh, here comes the Broodmother, though. That's already a dead Spartan. And the Beastmaster may be run down by the spiders as well, but Matumbaman has to stay still with the Rupture on him. He's going to try and go for a TP out. Things better of him, but he's just caught. Double kill for Focus. And now Nisha, he's already gone in and needs to find a way to get out. Yapstor trying to cover him right now. The BKB of Focus is wearing out, so he is going to retreat. Skylark managed to survive through that, by the way. Got dangerously low, but the spiders were sicked after him as well. The Ice Blast still on him, but it looks like he survived.
So the big problem for Secret this game is if you look at the lineups here, Brame have 3 cores, all scaling quite nicely, whereas Zai has sort of become this extra support. And the benefit is Yapsor and Puppey definitely have more items to their name, but it's going to be a concern because he's got Hood, and even once he picks up that Blink, he'll be a Blink duel. That's it. That's his entire game. Whereas Skylark, he's giving the Aura, he's got the BKB piercing stun, providing teleportation for his Tinker, along with the Solar Crest spam. Shit, he'll have a BKB. Like, this is a different type of offlaner, and Skylark's going to be significantly more useful in those team fights. The danger here is that Nisha's gone for this more passive build, so Zai's going to be playing as a defensive purge, but he's not necessarily strong enough on Nisha to go toe-to-toe with these cores. I don't even know if he can hit Bloodseeker in the face if Beastmaster's nearby.
No, this Bloodseeker is definitely one of the highlights for Brame. He's just continued to stay very high net worth. I mean, it was insane how far ahead he was of everybody else off the laning phase. And now, thanks to that one really successful fight that they had, he picks up a few kills there, stays ahead in net worth of Nisha, and is looking good to be able to just kind of keep fighting. Aghanim Scepter now done. The Shrink Ray online, and been in the game since 728.
Rick Moranis coming out of retirement.
Radiant are scanning.
As
Radiant's
that's a
bottom
reference I
tower
can
is under
appreciate.
attack.
I got you covered. It's like
Courier hidden away.
relatively even game, and I like how
Radiant's
Brain are
courier
playing this.
has
Control
been
the
situation
enemy
out of
triangle,
no
get some wards
situation.
up, because more importantly, this denies Roche, at least for now.
Meanwhile, Team Secret pushing through mid. Going to, in a way, mirror Brain. Taking over their side of the jungle that controls
Radiant's
Roshan.
top tower is under attack.
This is dangerous now for
Dire's
Wish.
middle tower
This
is
is
under
the
attack.
the danger of Tinker is sometimes you can make game-losing teleports,
Yes.
and
Radiant's
ultimately
top tower
this
is under
mid wave
attack.
is set up to be just that. Oh, Spartan.
He's going to be cut here, but he's going to be okay. He'll shrug off some of the damage. Yapzor is... Okay, they're not going to throw the Terrorize, but Yapzor is also not going to complete that teleport. Now they're going to throw it out. The Rupture's still on him. He runs into the Brambles. Now he is going to be saved by the Shard from Zai. Defending him against that last rocket that was coming in. Now he's still a little bit low, so Focus is moving a
Radiant's
bit
top tower is
faster.
under attack.
Everybody else from Secret, though,
We want Tinker.
keeping a respectful distance from Brain, waiting for the opportunity, as you said, to catch the most important hero in the game, right? The Tinker.
Yep. That is the name of the game for Secret. If they can kill Tinker and specifically like the supports, really. Skywrath immediately dies if the Spider Army
Dire's
gets on
middle
top.
tower
He's
is
gone
under
for a
attack.
very irritable Tranquils and an Aether Lens. He just straight up feeds, as does
Radiant's
Spartan on
bottom
his Willow.
tower is
If
under
they
attack.
catch an Orchid, in Sky's case, it's really just a
Dire's
Bola.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
Wish.
has fallen. Radiant's
Shard,
bottom
the
tower
next
is under
item he's
attack.
going to pick up. It's another new one. You don't really see this. I've heard
Dire's
people in
middle
NA
tower
theory
is
craft
under
that it's
attack.
very strong.
Radiant's
Defense
top tower
matrix,
is under
a
attack.
350 damage shield, along with a 50% status resistance barrier. So is that good?
Radiant's bottom
I don't know.
tower
Maybe the
is
status
under
resist for the
attack.
Bloodseeker?
Yeah. I mean, it certainly could be if you manage to, like, say, defend against a duel
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I would say the 350 shield protects him from getting spider bonked, you know, stopping his blink. Finishing up Yapzor from a distance, Stomin and hidden in the tree. He's going to be able to pop out, execute him. Now they manage to kill Zai as well. Nisha caught inside the brambles here for now. Focus, man, fighting him to get the terrorized off. He's morphing in his strength, but they're bit by bit piercing him down, which comes back in to finish him off.
What a sick fight. That was perfect. You saw the silence onto the LC to prevent the cleanse, and then immediately the roar. Because if you roar the LC, there's no way he can save his ally. Incredible fight. No Broodmother. But Tumbaman's like, okay, well, I'll think about going for Rex. You're not going on to Tinker any longer. He gets the tier 2, but I don't know if that's enough. That's the second really nice
Radiant's
fight
top
from
tower
Brain.
is under attack.
Like, we weren't ready, let alone Team Secret. They lose 3 for nothing. Now into the pit. Gotta be careful with this one, though.
Well,
Dire's
they know that Broodmother's up here. Ice Blast is coming in. Uh-oh, this is looking a little awkward. The Orchid goes off on a Spartan. He's going to be brought down, turned into spiders, and are immediately killed by the Bloodseeker. Now, Brain have to respect Team Secret, especially now with the Morphling coming back in. Yaps are looking for his initiation, finds it on Stomin and doesn't manage to get the silence off in time, so he pops back, stops the duel from going off, but this is an option for lasers now. From a distance, Zai stuck here, rockets constantly flowing in, but Nisha comes in from the side, executes Ryla. They manage to get the duel off, but it's going to be won by the Bloodseeker. He gets the duel damage, now looks for the kill on Puppy. He heals up to half health. Yapzor chasing after him, but he's too damn fast. The boulder not able to roll out fast enough. Focus looks to be able to turn attention back towards the pit. They have the Hawk. They kill it before Tinker can jump in. We do have the creep wave there at top, though. Wish is still within striking distance, and he can be given the vision if the Bloodseeker can get close to the pit. They throw out some brambles. Bloodseeker caught on the side. They manage to get the blow up there. Immediate buyback from him and Skylark. They're going to be joining this fight. The Terrorize attempts to go off. Faked out, though. Spartan pumps it and stops it. Legion Commander protecting the Broodmother from getting caught by any disables. This Roshan is so low. They've invested buybacks on both sides into claiming this Brame, more so than Secret.
This is so sick. It's all about area control.
Matumbaman immediately gets bashed as he tries to go for the Roshan. Cleared off once again by the Legion Commander. It is a poke away from death, and Skylark makes a jump in and snatches away the Aegis.
That was so cool to watch. So you see Secret, they're trying to play away from the march, get pickoffs and poke at the corners, just prodding for advantage. As Zai waits in the wings, he's going to BKB people for saves. But it's all this game of cat and mouse. Brame is keep the march center and try to have Bloodseeker and Beastmaster take the assault to protect their support. Secret, they want nothing to do with BKB heroes, but just spam, kite, toss back, look for a duel, quick clash. Brame just want a hard commit in a one-screen area. Ag's now up. Another one for the Brood that is quite nice just because of the increased count. So now he's less limited in terms of where he can actually play on the map.
Okay. So I've been spamming some Broodmother.
Yes.
Recently, Kyle. And see if Brame give me a chance here. I discovered that I had a very hard time keeping up with replacing my webs.
Yeah.
I always felt like I was low on the count. And I would go Aganims Scepter because I thought that was just naturally what you do as a Broodmother. However, I learned a trick. If you go to, hover over the shard for me, please. The shard, Silken Bola, right?
Yeah.
It says 550 AoE, increase the miss chance 80%. Doesn't seem that good, right?
Yeah.
It actually, totally not in the notes whatsoever, lowers the cooldown of webs by 15 seconds.
What?
That is a secret for Broodmother players only. That is one way to be able to keep your web charges up, and it is very often a better option than Aganims Scepter.
What?
Don't ask me why it's there.
You're making
It's
this
there.
up. I'm Googling this.
It goes down to
Radiant's
25
bottom
seconds.
tower
Then you
is
get the
under attack.
15 talent. You get
Dire's
CDR,
top tower
right?
is under
15%. Then maybe you get a talent. There's no need for Aganims Scepter if you have enough CDR plus a shard.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
So, yeah.
structures are fortified.
That's a little
Dire's
secret I
top
picked
tower
up.
is under
Also
attack.
reduces spin web charge replenish time by 15 seconds.
Yes.
What the hell? Ice Frog?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. I was spamming Broodmother because I wanted to learn the new Brood.
Radiant
And
structures
somebody
are fortified.
came into my Twitch chat and said, hey,
Radiant's
I'm a
middle
Broodmother
tower
There you
is
go.
under
spammer.
attack.
I knew the real experts were in
Dire's
Twitch
top
channel
tower
all
is
along.
under
It's
attack.
true. The
Dire's structures
Twitch chat
are
knows.
fortified.
That explains a lot because I know BSJ gets all of his tips from Reddit. So he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah. Listen to
Radiant's bottom
Redditors.
tower is
Listen to
under
Twitch
attack.
chatters.
Yes.
They have refined taste.
That is a 5-head bit of information, Cat. You get a gold star for that one. Will you get the gold star? Brame, they go in.
They're gonna go for Zai first. Nobody's really close to Skylark here, but I guess Skywrath Mage is within spitting distance and will manage to get the concussive shot while Skylark pops his BKB, defending himself against Nisha. He still also has the Aegis. Don't forget about that one. Terrorize gonna be used. Doesn't actually go through the Bramble. So he's gonna be okay. Just a simple pickoff on Zai. Nothing more.
This is such a... I mean, this game requires dexterity, Cap. A lot of times Dota is all about brawling. Like, at some point, everybody grabs their big sticks and whacks each other in the middle of a river or something. This is all about just straight up position. Finesse, that's the right word. Because you have now a blink on the Morphling. He's just trying to pop a support, get the hell out. Preferably the Skywrath Mage. You can see there the roar, the silence on Zai. He has no real way to defend himself. He's just trying to play around his allies. In fact, still running around with just a hood and phase boots with the shard, which is definitely a great item in this game. But the BKB on Nisha is going to come out. Bloodseeker's duration is getting a little low. Oh yeah, it's already down to the minimum 6 seconds. He does, however, have a completed Scotty, so that'll significantly reduce the amount of health Morphling can restore to himself.
Radiant's top
It feels
tower
like one of the
is under
hardest parts
attack.
of this game for Brame is so much of their lineup is kind of like poking at Team Secret thanks to the Tinker, and Focus doesn't really feel good about just going in and trying to challenge people. But now, like, that Scotty's going to be a significant upgrade for that, right?
Really nice against Brood too, just so you can keep him stationary. Hero moves too damn quick in the middle of the
Radiant's
webs.
bottom
531
tower is
MS
under
with
attack.
no boots, just
You
a
got a
casual
guess
windlace.
on this one? Trivia. How many spiderlings have been killed so far?
It's like that jelly bean game for the free tickets to the prom.
I feel like Matumbaman has been pretty controlled in not throwing away spiders.
I'm gonna go with 73. Wait,
Dire's
spiders?
top tower is
Spiderlings?
under
Spiders or spider?
Not spiderites, spiderling.
I'm gonna go with 45.
Dire's top tower is
It's probably more than that. He's playing against Tinker.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom tower is under attack.
69.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Wow. I should have said 70.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nice.
If you know, you know.
630 goals. That's a pretty impressive though. It's a long game. You're playing against a lot of wave clear.
I love that he throws down the brambles. This army of spiders doesn't give a damn about. Oh, nice. Okay. Focus does get hit by a combo. You can see he's running off pretty easily. Nisha, though, that's another threat, though, that he does have to recognize. He has to back down for that man fight side. Barely living until the laser finished him off. Skylark does manage to get away from Nisha. Now that Nisha's BKB has worn out, they have to reset this fight. He was able to man up because of the magic immunity, but if he gets lasered in these fights...
Poor Sai, dude. He's 1-8-5. He's not even playing bad. They're just all in for him every time because he's the only save for his team. He will likely be bottom net worth on his squad by the end of this game in true self-sacrificial fashion.
So, I mean, laser is dispellable, so I have to assume the shrink ray part.
It is. It's a
also
stacking
dispellable,
debuff. It is dispellable.
So,
It's like napalm.
yeah, I mean, that makes it all the more important. Like, just the miss percentage is bad enough for Nisha. He just wants to sit there and right-click people, but...
I'm dead.
The main thing, if you're going to look to see who's going to... It's just all about the ward control. Where are fights taking place? You can see that most of this game, it's been Secret have one area covered by high ground wards, and Brame have another. You want to fight within them. Broodmother kind of playing like a Tinker, especially once he grabs this Hex. He's going to just try to pick off, specifically Tinker, maybe a support for free with an Orchid. Meanwhile, Brame, the same deal. They want the Morph, they want the Brood, they want the LC, but they need vision to do so that Wish is free to actually get his lasers off in fights. You need that sort of foggy area so that he can play around it, be free to rearm, refresh his abilities. Roshan up in 50 seconds, perhaps, could be a little longer. Morphling with the blink, he's going Scotty as well.
Nice ward in the mid lane there. Not focusing on vision in the triangle.
Re-smoke.
Already occupied that area. They're looking for the pickoff. Rotation is coming.
Blink on Zai.
Secret are on their way. They kill the courier for the jump forward by Nisha. Immediately goes for Spartan, does manage to get him. Skylark and Focus will run out with a grab by anybody. But oh dear, Shovenin. The spiders found him. And now they're after Skylark, who's going to BKB TP. Try and go for the duel.
I think if he maybe ran forwards a bit and tried to blink directly to high ground, might have had him. I think so close, but that's the problem with Brain there. So they didn't actually get possession of that territory. So the moment they have to run, the supports are fodder. You need to be initiating. When they've been killing Team Secret, it's when they're getting the initiation and pop, pop, there's 2 heroes dead, they can pursue for more. Otherwise, their supports have no game. They are, like, Skywrath, I believe, just died to Spiderlings. Like, in a second and a half. 2 rounds of attacks, he was gone. BKB, Scotty soon on Nisha. Does he have the Hex on the Brood? No, not yet, but he's going to go pick it up on Matumbaman right now. And suddenly Wish's game got a lot harder.
Yeah, it's already this middle part of the map that he can't really play around too much because of the threat of the spiders.
Actually not buying it. He's saving for buyback. No, you don't have enough not to. Just go grab it. Other thing is, with his mana item builds, he's spamming spiders off cooldown. So this is a deceptively large... You ever see those viral videos where there's like looks like a tiny ball of spiders and then they drop and they go everywhere? That is playing as Brame in this game. And you've just got to hope that you can deal with the spider ball before they separate and go crawl onto your back.
No.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Aegis to Morph, yep.
You know, there are 2 things I don't like, Kyle.
What's that?
Spiders and heights.
Yeah, true. Not a big fan of heights.
Describing that ball of spiders.
You can see it now in your head, right?
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Scotty now complete for Nisha, and they've got 4.5 minutes with an Aegis on their side. Level 25 also picked up, and also has the shard, so he's going to be jumping around a lot and firing off blasts of the shotgun. Like waveform charges and this blink dagger, like this man is all over the place. Tinker is going to be having to keep his distance.
It's the right item build though, because this game is all about burst damage. It's finding the right target and keeping yourself properly positioned. So whenever positioning is the name of the game, if you even check out how many blinks do we actually have in this game, let's see. 2 on Secret, 3 on Secret, and 3
on Brain.
And BKBs galore as well. It's to be expected. I'm surprised that Wish... Oh, Wish actually did go for one. Okay. He has the fresh Bloodstone as well. He's just got to be cautious. So the defense matrix is really interesting too, because the Hex initial open will last half duration, because he's always keeping one on himself.
Yeah. Oh no, Skylark! Didn't go for the BKB teleport out. What was he doing there exactly?
He was behind enemy lines. Cap, somebody's gotta be the spy.
I guess so.
He gets punished. The game's broken down a bit for Brain. This is where the Morphling is very much online. The spiders are where they have Aegis.
What's Spartan saying with those drawings? He drew a line basically all over Secret side of the map. He drew the close to bottom lane, top lane, close to Secret side of the map.
I assume they just want to keep lanes pushed out. It's very difficult to defend in this spot. You don't want to be stuck in base. I mean, this is something we haven't seen in a while, but it was very common back in my playing days, where you'd be winning a game, but you'd need like a 40,000 gold advantage to break base against Tinker. It was such a pain, because even if you kill him, you have to dive tier 4s to do it, and then he buys back, and you're like, oh, what have we done? You can't really just walk up into March. It's easier thanks to the new shard on LC, because you have this free BKB for your morph. But yeah, this is likely where he's drawing the lines for, because if bottom pushes, it's a lot easier then for Brain to play Dota 2 and at least get something out of the map. They see any hero bottom, they know they can perhaps venture outside just a little bit. But the game certainly got hard. Like, I feel like I blinked, the gold advantage went from 8K to now 11K. It's just straight up because of how much map control Secret have now.
And Brain don't really feel comfortable being anywhere outside of their base. It's only Wish for a moment taking the 2 side lane creeps, but they're not farming jungle. Like, nobody's really getting net worth besides the Tinker right now.
No. Matu is going to have his BKB, and now it's shopping season for Team Secret. They just get everything that they want.
Brain.
Puppy's in base for optimum AoE blast.
Yep. Brame are bunkered in right now, but Secret, they are bit by bit chipping away at these defenses, whether it's the spiders hitting the side lane tier 3s or it's Nisha hitting the mid tier 3 with Zai's Legion Commander behind him.
And Puppy is farming jungle as this occurs, because he wants to get his sheep stick up and running. This is the right
Nisha, your Ninja plays forward first though, kills Spartan instantly. They break through the Lincolns. Can they get a roar? They can't. He's stuck by the rupture, but it is too far out there. Brain, they cannot go that far outside their base.
Yep. It's really nice positioning as well from Nisha, though. He gets the kill, and you can see he immediately retreats to his team, but plants himself in a spot where if you want to commit on him, Brain are welcome to, but then his team would be ready to pounce.
And now they're going to be able to take that tier 3. Brain, they're going to have to find an answer soon. Wish takes the shotgun flash, shrugs it off with the Bloodstone. Focus starts going to work on Anisha. Managed to get a bash here with the Legion Commander. They do manage to get Nisha out of there with the waveform finally.
Dude, I would never be able to play Morphling the way these guys do. They're so bold. They're, oh, I survived? Okay, I'm immediately going to go down to 1 HP.
Oh, he's got 15 seconds left on the Aegis. He wants to be able to force it now. He's saying, deal with me or we're going to take this melee barracks. They let the melee barracks go. The Aegis will now naturally expire. So Brame, they really want to get out there. You could see they're even trying to get damage on the Morphling, preventing him from healing up, getting the Aegis regeneration. They push out. looking to catch Secret on the retreat, but Secret have covered their tracks well.
The
Dire's
Swift
top
Blink
barracks are
and the
under
Ninja
attack.
Gear. This is the dream. This is actually so sick
Dire's top
from
barracks
Nisha. He's
is
going for the
falling.
maximum damage shotgun.
You make best situation. out
Keanu
of
Reeves
no
and
situation.
Constantine is coming for you. And I don't know if you have the answer. Like, he's just going by himself.
Dire's top
Spartan,
barracks
Spartan,
are
please.
under attack.
All right, this time he gets off the Shadow Realm. He's gonna have to be real twitchy on that trigger finger. He doesn't have it now. Scythe out from Puppy. So he's completed his big ticket item. Still picking up tier 4s. It goes to show how little Brame has managed to farm in the last 5 minutes. Nisha solo smoked up. Sees Skylark. Does what he can. Forces out a BKB. The Ice Blast is still coming in. If anything, Skylark blinks away just before he takes any damage.
Talk about finesse.
He'll be okay.
Secret are just playing so crafty. You know, Nisha just getting smoked there by his allies, but previously was the Ninja Gear. Tried to open. It's just going to be the same move. Nisha scouting, looking for an opportunity. If he can kill a support, maybe the rest of the team commits. But Zai just sort of waiting in the wings, ready to give him the free BKB if necessary. As Matumbaman just continuously clears waves. Look, like the number of spiders he has. That is, it's lagging my screen when I look at it. So I've got to assume it's a lot.
Yeah, and he already took top lane.
Oh, whoa.
He'll
he
do
did.
it again. Wish almost getting caught here, but they do manage to get the Primal Roar out on his side. The magic damage comes in. They take down the offlaner of Team Secret, and they've slowed down some of Secret on the retreat too. Focus building up a bit of movement speed, but oh no, he oversteps himself, and Nisha cuts his head straight out. He sticks it out too far, and it goes down, and now Brame. Now they're the ones on the retreat, backing away. The Spiders start going to work on the buildings here, but Wish has returned full mana.
Okay. Skylark had enough of the spiders. So, this is such a cute game. Skylark went for the win of the shard. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jumping in, Nisha really trying to go for that Tinker kill. He's silenced up right now. He's actually going to die. Stobanen got the ancient seal on him, and now Skylark, he found Matumbaman as well. Brame, they have been bleeding away here, but if they can get some big kills, they can turn this game around still. It's Matumbaman, he's certainly dead. They're going to chase for a little bit more. Heat-seeking missiles on out, but Yapster is already blinked away. Brame, they are 100% going to lose this game if this continues, so this is their chance to get outside of their base.
And they have to do just that. Immediately Wish is starting to shove out lanes. You can see how difficult it is for Brame, but if they can actually just get their hands on the collar of Team Secret, they will find kills. Nisha overextends, immediately just feeds. I'm surprised he even tried to take over the Tinker as well. Like, there's no real purpose for that. Maybe just trying to do some dispel dancing, but either way, gets popped.
Kyle, it is a very, very short Roshan. He's already up. If Brame somehow picks up on this, there is no buyback from Team Secret. You get the Aegis and Cheese, and in this case, a Refresher Shard.
Oh.
You might actually be able to stay out on the map, even as Morphling and this Broodmother revive.
They don't know yet is the problem.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker's not alive just yet. Also, be careful for diving birds. The Beastmaster Shard. That guy, he's got it. I don't know if it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if he was going to get that. I mean, with the Tinker combo, right?
It's a 2-second stun, but the thing is, you got to remember the bird dies.
Sure. So he's got to let the Tinker complete his teleport.
Exactly. It's got to be a very elegant Valkyrie. Whoa.
Right next to Yapster, and they spot him now. They've managed to get the silence. So, no danger of dying to the Tiny. Instead, it's going to be Yapster, who's been caught and killed. 70 seconds and a fresh chance for Brame to be able to take a Roshan with an advantage.
Yep. The laser damage increase thanks to level 25 talent now on the Tinker.
Such an insane item.
Oh yeah.
Tinker.
What's the laser damage actually do? So, oh my god, 515.8 laser. Remember, that's AoE spreading to all enemy heroes, plus the 15% current health damage stacking.
Oh, go over the triangle, Spartan.
No, not again. Dude, poor Zai, man. He's just falling behind in the race. He's...
No one can ever call Spartan a coward.
No.
The man found the most dangerous part on the map, and he went out there without a second thought.
Credit. Wish hasn't died. That's insane.
No, absolutely. He's been doing an amazing job not getting caught by a Blink Morphling, Legion Commander, and a Broodmother. Like, this is not an easy free Tinker game for him by any stretch of the imagination. But he is making it work. I am a bit concerned that Brame is going to get pushed back into their base again.
It's just so hard not to be, because Tinker is in threat due to these sheep sticks, so he's got to play more conservative than he would like. Bottom lane, sure, you can handle. We'll see. They're hunting. They got great vision.
They're going to be able to find Puppy. That's a good pickup to start things off.
Buyback. Be cautious. You used Roar. Puppy will spend a buyback if you want to fight him around Roche.
They're just going to charge up into the triangle. Nisha, get ready for this man to get the blink away for the Hex. He comes out first on his eye. Can they keep him chain stunned? Wish got to get away from Nisha. Blink it away, blink it away. Nisha's not able to keep up. Wish managed to keep his distance once again. The Spider's cutting in from the back line. Spartan is going to be target. Shadow Realm in a few seconds, but the Spider army is eliminated by the march of the machines. Brame, disengage, force a buyback out of Puppy, and lose very little for it.
They lost their Beastmaster. I don't know if Secret will know this, but he has no buyback gold. Has the cooldown available, but that was a Hex reveal, so they might assume that it's not up.
Can they actually play without their Beastmaster Brame? Are they going to have to give up on this Roshan? Are they going to have to give up on the map?
Uh-oh. Not the right time. Oh no, Spartan. You don't have Blink. This is not... Oh no. Not like this.
Not like this. He's got Shadow Realm. He's got Glimmer Cape.
He's got 5,000 gold. Wait. 3,000 gold. He has half his net worth collecting interest.
Oh, jeez, man. Skylark died so fast. I didn't even see how fast he died. In the middle of that. Go in and out.
Oh, it's so sick. Nisha, now that he's level 27, the extra talent. Level 10, he just gets a free bonus 15% magic resist. That is so nice in a game like this. Doesn't help against the laser, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's still...
Skyrath, Willow, March.
Still a lot of damage. He's shrugging off. All right, Spartan's back.
For how long, though? Spartan, I hate to break this to you.
No, he's got Flicker, Shadow Realm, and... Like, he's got 3 options to dodge a shotgun blast. Just any 3 keys on his keyboard will protect him from
right back. Oh my god, Secret. Thankfully they turned for Roach, otherwise they would have found a Willow. And this is going to die very quick. They need vision here, but they're going to kill any Hawk that comes near.
Yeah, I mean, well, no new Hawks for another 35 seconds. They pushing bottom lane as much as they can, but Secret, they're just going to ignore it. Now with an Aegis. Refresher Shard. One shot.
I really like this from Yapsor. He went for the early, like, look at Yapsor's item, actually. Have we seen a Tiny do anything like this? Probably not, because the Aether Lens is weird, and then the Lotus Orb even more so, into Octarine. Yeah. This is because he has to be a cleanse for Zai. So Zai's job is to protect everybody. Yapsor's job is to protect Zai.
They're losing the melee barracks very quickly, and now they're going to lose their range barracks mid. I mean, it almost feels like Brame is trying to simplify things. We just protect bottom. That's all. Let everything else fall.
It worked for Rohan. Maybe it will work for Brame. Wish still not to die. At a point, I know if they were to lose this game, people would say like, well, he's supposed to die. You know, obviously it wasn't working. But I don't really know what you're supposed to do against what Team Secret's got. Like, switch to Dire Vision. How do you play this game? What are you supposed to do? You see absolutely nothing on the map. Your 2 waves are going to be constantly pushing in. And that man right there, you just wait for him. Oh, the wave's dead. Ooh, spooky. Where is he now? He's free smoked thanks to Ninja Gear, which he actually subbed out. Now we'll have the leveler, so.
Yeah, well, he was in those buildings, so might as well.
DD bottom. And the bird. That is what you have to play around if you're Brame. Get a good bird.
Oh, no. Double damage. Double damage, Aegis, like Nisha can all-in commit for just getting Megas if he wants to.
Now the extra morph duration, he'll have Ags up soon if necessary, but for now, he's all good. Well, he shuffles the ninja in, gets the free smoke. And Spartan, oh no, Spartan.
No! Got up the shuttle run! No! The waveform!
Spartan.
You think you still get the waveform attacks target if you're shadow run?
I believe so. But I have no idea. I've never tested that interaction. We'll probably find out by the end of the game, knowing SS is Spartan. My man.
I feel like you didn't need to, like, we already knew they were in your triangle.
It's okay,
you know?
guys.
Like,
It's okay, guys. I've got buyback. It's fine. It's fine.
Like, I feel like Braim's only idea of the game right now is to wait out Aegis. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what you're supposed to do. I feel like we haven't seen a rupture in half an hour, but I don't blame Focus. There's just not really much to do. I don't know if I agree with the bots necessarily, but he had a more ambitious version of how the game would play out in his head in the bird. That could be it. This is the vision you need if you're Braim. Are they baiting the bird? The bird is not the word. Zai, though, his net worth climbing. What does he get?
Does he have an Aether Lens as well? Yes, he does.
Of course. You can't actually stop Nisha. One Q kills the wave, and then he blinks away immediately. He's untargetable in this time.
Yeah, we've seen him a couple times use that little trick. Taking away the Lincolns immediately. Any follow-up disables, and now the Lotus Orb is going to reveal where some of those heroes are. Thanks to the fact that he's got a shard. So when he reflects that spell, it's a sharded version. Nisha going back in. Focus, trying to deal with him. Does manage to get a lucky bash, but no follow-up from there. Skylark, meanwhile, being poked at by spiders, so he can't actually jump forward and potentially get a Primal Roar onto Nisha. She's being passed around between various people. They still have two of them.
And don't criticize Secret, anybody. This is how you have to play this game. Like, we haven't seen Tinker in this style of game for a while, but especially with the Beastmaster, like, there's no total control of vision that Secret can rely upon, and they will get popped, and it's very important that they continue to play this conservatively.
Trying to go again. Do manage to get the silence. Primal Roar bouncing back. Oh no, and it can cleanse off as well, so there wasn't even a stun on Denisha at all. Silence up again. Finally does lose his first life. Wish is putting good use of the arcane blink right now, but he's being poked hard. He does actually get silence for a second, activates his BKB. Nisha waveforming away and resetting. After all, they're in a great position. Yep. No buybacks. Megas.
Hey, it's one of my favorite Zai quotes. To succeed as a Dota 2 player, the one characteristic you need is patience. And thus far, Secret embodying this principle. They'll now have to wait for the Megas wave, let it push in, deny space and vision to Braim, and same deal, rinse, repeat. You've got all these cleanses. Just play around Nisha. Matu trying to poke somebody. Maybe Hex and support from the side. He did get Skylark to sort of open the map a little bit. Oh, Zai. Wait, oh wait, that's Nisha. Wait, it's not Zai. It's Nisha with the Eaten Ags. Also the increased duration, of course, thanks to the fact that he is now level 28, soon to be 29. So a free 20 strength, aka 20 agility, coming in just a moment.
8.3 second cooldown on press the attack. That's what I was looking at. Wow. He's got the Octarine core, so he's just pumping out press the attacks. The man knows his job. Yep. They're gonna spot out Wish. Nisha quickly throws out the barrier so he can keep blinking. This arcane blink makes Tinker really hard to catch.
If only we had a
Darkseer so fast.
If only we had a Darkseer in this game, I think that the number of pixels and polygons could actually slow down Secret's computers enough to give them a window back into it. Nisha's just gonna hit tower.
I mean, the same game plan from Secret for the last 15 minutes still applies. Even if you've got Megas, it's now time to go to work on the tier 4s. And Braim are just waiting for a slip up from Team Secret. Some sort of pickoff. They keep on running out. Shinominate, Skylark, they keep on looking for somebody who is isolated from the rest of Secret. And they can turn a numbers advantage and maybe take back this game.
And as you might think to yourself, why are they, guys, it's over. Secret, just end. I'm telling you, I personally have twice lost games to Tinker when my team had acquired Mega Creeps. It is not over, and if you get to a point in Secret, if you have to spend a couple of buybacks, things actually get scary because you're susceptible to being perma-hexed, and you could just lose. Secret don't want to lose, they want to win. They want to go to the major. This guarantees a tiebreaker, I do believe.
Skylark pushing forward, finds Matumbaman. Immediately gets cleansed up. Skylark not throwing out the Primal Roar just yet. Now thinking about it, it just feels like he can't. And Nisha is in and out. Already kept the killing spark. Same place, same time. Now Scythe is going to be able to slow down Skylark in his retreat. Finally, the Primal Roar is down, but there's so many Legion commanders out there that it feels like no disable is going to stick. Stoneman gets found in the side of the trees here. And one of the tier 4s has fallen now. Focused. Oh god, he's so close, given the barrier, but it's still not enough to be able to defend against it. Now Wish has been caught by Scythe. His first out of the game, he's gonna buy back and try and desperately hold on to the tier 4s. They're right next to the fountain though, and that is where Tinker is most dangerous. The AoE. The lasers are flowing out. Wish trying to dodge around, but the throne is being hit, and Skylark and Wish, they just can't stop it. Secret will finally put it in to game 2. They 2-0 Brame. But Brame does not go down without a fight.
Man, they earned that one. And credit to Brame, much better performance than in the first go-round. And Secret really just demonstrating why they were the one representative at the major to actually place. Not so good results this season. But that's the kind of game.
Fourth isn't terrible.
That's a grind. That is a professional's victory right there.